The world of EO is a podium filled with many different races and creatures, and sometimes these creatures may form alliances for various reasons, be it political, traditional, or simply to survive. Today we're going to take a look at one of the bigger alliances that exist on EO and that played a major role in how certain events turned out: the Realm. The story of the Realm technically starts around the year 15 AC, though its roots go all the way back to the War of the Six Races, during which the humans, elves and dwarves struck an alliance to fight off the Dark Races. If you don't know that story, I would highly encourage you to watch either of these videos here. In any case, at the year 15 AC, the Rune Wars came to an end with the defeat of Håkon Ashir and the ultimate destruction of the Circle. Around the same time, the human kingdom of the Highmark crowned a new king, Ulf. Ever since the Convocation, the Highmark has enjoyed relative peace and prosperity, though that would soon change as the neighbouring Dark Elves of La and Orcs of the Ironstorm clan started pushing into their borders. The first sensible thing to do would be to ask the fellow humans of Northander for help. However, the royal houses there were too busy fighting over political dominance in the region, so the king had to turn his sights elsewhere. This elsewhere were the elves and the dwarves, more specifically the Morhir elves of Dun Mora and the dwarves of Underhall. The Morhir elves were the only elves from Finnlanmere who joined the realm, as their sisters cut themselves off from outsiders following the Convocation, while the Morhir were cast out to Dun Mora to atone for their sins. And while we're at it, remember that it's only the Dun Mora elves that we call the Morhir, not any elves that live outside of Finnlanmere. Some people get that mixed up. The dwarves, on the other hand, had problems of their own. Living in the middle mountains of Fiara, they were under constant threats from beasts and demons from the underworld, so joining forces was beneficial for them as well. And so the realm was born. The human city of Seven Keeps became its capital, the dwarves and elves sent their ambassadors there to represent them, and they even got their own districts in the city, which soon became inhabited by their people. This was all well and good, though it wouldn't last for too long, because only 4 years later, in 19 AC, Rowan's portal network began to slowly lose its power, causing a small number of portals to collapse. As luck would have it, the portals connecting Seven Keeps to Underhall and Dun Mora were among those. The result of this was the bond between the parties of the realm weakening, but it would soon be rekindled once more. Through the help of the Soul Carrier, the protagonist of SpellForce 2 Shadow Wars, the portal's power was revived and the lands reconnected, but certain events would lead both the elves and the dwarves to realize that their bond with the humans isn't really with the Highmark anymore, more so with the Soul Carrier. The ambassadors would leave Seven Keeps and instead settle down in the Westguard, the new home of the Shai Khan, which is owned by the Soul Carrier. This meant that the Westguard technically became the new center of the realm, but Seven Keeps still kept the dwarves and elven district, as both the dwarves and elves were pretty much an integral part of society there. You could perhaps make the argument, following the events of Shadow Wars, that the Shai Khan also became a part of the realm, which is entirely possible all things considered, but it has never been explicitly stated as such. And with that, I'd like to know your thoughts on the realm. Do you like it or dislike it, and why? Share your thoughts in the comments. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you soon. Bye!